All right, let's be real for a second. The way most teams work today, it's a mess. Everyone's juggling multiple priorities. Calendars are overflowing. Half the team is remote, the other half is in back-to-back meetings, and somewhere in between all of that, important projects are expected to move forward. And they do eventually. A decision that should take an hour stretches over weeks. A single project update gets chopped into 10 separate Slack threads. A critical discussion happens in passing between two people, and the rest of the team doesn't hear about it until later. This is sadly the default way of working, and it's exactly why workshops exist. Workshops aren't just another meeting. They're a different way of working, a way that's deliberate, focused, and designed to get teams to meaningful outcomes fast. So if you're trying to get buy-in for a workshop, whether from leadership, from your team, or from a client, this is what they need to understand. Workshops aren't a nice to have. They're one of the smartest choices a team can make, and I'll show you why. Think about how most teams operate. On any given day, everyone is dealing with their own responsibilities. Different projects, different deadlines, different priorities. Some people are in deep work mode, others are bouncing between meetings. A decision that involves several people has to be delayed until everyone's calendars can line up. So by the time they actually meet, half the context is lost. And let's be honest, most meetings, they're not really helping. Meetings talk about the work. They don't actually move it forward. They're fragmented, reactive, and rarely include the right people at the right time. And this is why teams get stuck in cycles of slow decision-making, misalignments, and endless back and forth. Not because they aren't working hard, but because they aren't working together, focused on the right thing in the right way. Now imagine a completely different way of working, a way that doesn't stretch decisions across weeks, a way that cuts through the noise, eliminates distractions, and aligns everyone all at once. That's a workshop. When people hear the word workshop, they often picture some kind of brainstorming session or a team offsite with sticky notes everywhere. And sure, workshops can look like that, but that's not really what makes them powerful. The power of a workshop comes from its design. A workshop is concentrated time with the right people in the room working towards one clear goal. It eliminates all the usual distractions and inefficiencies of the daily default ways of working. No scattered priorities, no waiting for responses, no disjointed email threads, just pure focus, structured in a way that moves the team toward a concrete outcome. And this isn't random, it's intentional. Every step of a workshop is carefully planned to guide a group of people through the right conversations, the right decisions, and the right exercises at the right time. It's the difference between an orchestra and a group of musicians just practicing on their own. If you put a group of incredibly skilled musicians in a room and just handed them their individual sheet music, you wouldn't get a concert. You'd get a mess. Each person might be playing perfectly, but they wouldn't be in sync. They wouldn't know when to speed up, when to hold back, when to build energy, or to let someone else take the spotlight. Each person might have their own idea about how things should go, but without everyone following the same guide, they're unlikely to find harmony. That's what a facilitator does in a workshop. They conduct the team. They guide the process so that every conversation, every decision, every action happens in harmony with the bigger goal. And that's what makes it work. This isn't just about saving time. It's about getting the right work done, avoiding wasted effort when people are working out of sync, harnessing the collective intelligence of the right people, and doing it all in a fraction of the time it would take otherwise. Now, I know what some people might be thinking. Sure, a workshop sounds great, but is it really worth pulling the whole team in for a full day? Is it really worth the cost? If your team is full of smart, capable people, but somehow it's still normal for projects to hit roadblocks, approvals to take weeks, and decisions to still be a struggle, even though you thought everyone had aligned months ago, If that all sounds familiar, can you afford not to use workshops? A single, well-designed workshop can replace weeks of meetings and misunderstandings. It can prevent teams from going down the wrong path and wasting months on the wrong priorities. It can surface the real issues blocking progress before they turn into expensive blind spots. And more than anything, it creates momentum. Because when a team aligns, when they leave a session knowing exactly what they're doing next, that energy carries forward. It turns into action. It turns into real results. A client once asked me, "Do you think we just need a one-day workshop? How much can really get done in one day?" And I told them, everything on that day is carefully designed. Every minute is planned intentionally. Every piece fits together so that no time is wasted for anyone. By the end of that day, it'll feel like weeks of work fell into place as if by magic. But it's not magic, it's expert facilitation. So if you're in a position where you need to convince leadership, your team, or a client to invest in a workshop, here's what to focus on. First, make it clear that it isn't just another meeting. It's a structured, high-efficiency way of working that's built to drive outcomes. It's not about discussion for discussion's sake, it's about orchestrated action. Second, connect it to the cost of not doing it. If decisions are taking weeks, if projects are stalling, if teams aren't aligned, what is that costing the business? If a workshop can solve those problems in a day, that's not an expense, that's an investment. And finally, show them how it works. Walk them through how a workshop is structured. Explain how it's designed to eliminate distractions, bring the right people together, and create clarity and momentum. Because once they see it, once they experience it, they'll never question its value again. If you've ever struggled to get buy-in for a workshop, I hope this has helped. Workshops work because they're designed to. They cut through the noise, create focus, and move teams toward real outcomes fast. And when done right, they're one of the most valuable tools a business can use. So if you're trying to get leadership, your team, or your clients on board, start by helping them see what a workshop really is. And more importantly, what it makes possible. I dive deeper into more facilitation insights in my free 90-minute training. Inside, I'll show you how to break out of the beginner's mindset, how to design tailored workshop sessions, and consistently avoid the most common pitfalls facilitators face. So if you're serious about taking your facilitation skills to the next level, click the link in the description and sign up. I'll see you inside. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you had to pitch a workshop before? How did it go? Do you have any tips for others? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if this was helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights on facilitation, workshops, and better ways of working. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.